Hi guys! Today I'm here to talk all about the most recent update to the building catalog. The building UI, they changed the whole layout of how it looks and they've added some new furnitures too. So I placed all the new furniture around right here. These are the new furnitures from the Getting Ready pack to make your house look more detailed without having to spend a lot of money, because each one of these are pretty cheap. And then over here I placed the gaming themed furniture, which I also really like. I used to have to make a keyboard with wall panels and rugs, the checkered rug. It kind of looked like keyboard keys, but now we have one, but it is attached to a PC. So when this update first came out, you got packages in your mailbox, and here they are. The stylish package, which you get all this furniture that you can send to your storage, and then deluxe package. And here's all this furniture. So all that furniture just went into my storage, which is a new feature that they just added. When you click to edit the house and then open up the menu, at the top you can click storage, and here is everything that you have. Everything that you have in storage will be here, sorted from A to Z. So I'm going to be giving you a few tips about the new building menu on how to use it. I can't guarantee that you may already know some of these things and some of you might not. So hopefully this helps somebody. So first of all, they moved the entire building menu to the side of your screen now instead of the bottom. I know a lot of people were upset about this update, not happy with it, because when you're on mobile it covers a lot of your screen, but I think they are adding something to help with that. So they have now added this right here, a plus and minus sign in the corner that you can minimize or increase the building menu on the side of your screen so that it doesn't take up as much space. And you can also press the little top icon, the little lock icon right here at the top, and that will make it so the building menu stays on the screen when you select an item that's in your house or when you place an item down from the building catalog. So they also changed around a few other things, like the ambient lighting button is now right here, and then they moved the grid size to up here, and now 1 is large, 1/2 is medium, and 1/10 is small. So basically, when on large, you will move things really fast and you won't be able to do small details. On medium, it's a little bit better. You could do some details with the medium grid, but if you want to do really small details, like for example on a counter like this, the best grid size is small, because you can see you can move things very carefully. So the large grid size is good when you want to line up walls or big things like this. So you can see here I have one wall placed, and I'm going to line up the other one wall on the large grid size, and as you can see it's pretty easy to do that. This button is where all of the moving tools are. There used to be a clone button here right when you select on something. I think there used to be the clone button right below here, but they moved it to underneath this wheel icon when you select an item. It's right here now. So you can still clone things. They just moved the button. Okay, so for the select tool, you can select one thing or multiple items. And a lot of times I use the select tool when I want to clone something. When I want to clone multiple things especially. So you press the select tool and select everything you want to. And you can see how the selection is like a box around it that's like diagonal. Well, if you want to move it in a way that's not like diagonal, you can also click on one of the items that you selected on, and now you can move it side to side, or like you can move it straight up and down. This is a good way to stop it from being moved diagonally. And you can see how it's floating above the ground. If I put it one more down, it's too far in the ground. So you need to press the grid size to medium and then just put it up a little bit more. If you want to clone something that contains multiple items, you need to select it with a selection tool like this. And then a lot of times I select something in the middle of the build if it's diagonal like this. to make it easier to move. And then you press the little wheel icon and press clone selected. Sometimes when you clone it, it will change what you're selected on. So whenever you clone multiple items at once and you accidentally unselect it, then you need to press undo and sell all of the items and reselect and clone the thing again. You can send the items to storage, or you can sell them. Yeah, you can send the items to storage or you can sell them. So it's your choice which one. But if you don't do this and then you try to clone it again, it will be double the price. So if you're ever wondering why something that you built with multiple different items is really expensive, just check if there's a clone of it that you forgot that you made, because that's happened to me before and you don't want to spend extra money on the same exact thing. So you just undo it and you can send them to storage or sell them. And then of course you will use the select tool to reselect it and clone it again, just like I showed you before. And also, if you're ever struggling to search for things in the new menu, make sure you press A to Z, and then this right here is set on all items, so that way it will show everything. And now on the option to remove all of your furniture from your house, there's a new option called send to storage. You can send everything in your house to storage. So if you have a house that you don't like anymore, that you built a long time ago, and you won't get that much money from it because you know the money just decreases when you leave furniture in your house for a long time. So you can now just send it to storage. So then you can reuse those same furnitures in a different house. I'm gonna get one of my old houses to do this with. This is a house that I built in like 2020 or 2021. Yeah, it's very bad now, but it was good for the time. We didn't have as many building options back in 2020. They hadn't added the advanced things yet. It was back when we had to use barriers to place stuff like on walls or stuff that's like floating. Like for things like this is actually a sign with a bunch of arrows on it. You couldn't just do this. Back then I would have had to use a barrier. They have really added so much to building. So I don't use this house anymore and it's not my style anymore. So I'm gonna send everything to storage. I guess I'll quickly show you every room. The bedroom, closet, and little play area. And then this room I'm pretty sure I made to care for pets. The kitchen, living room, bathroom, and then I tried to make another floor. The stairs are made out of bricks with a bedroom here. And then another bedroom here. It looks a little bit weird, but the door is pushed into the floor. Okay. Oh, there's stuff on the roof too. And some things for pets. Okay, now I'm gonna remove everything. It says default furniture will be deleted. Oh, I guess that's because you can get these for free now, I think. They made some of the furniture free. Yep, let's send it all. Oh! Wow, that was a lot. This is what I have in storage now. 319 bricks. Wow. And then you can use these in any of your houses without having to pay for it. Just remember that if you place something down and then you're like, actually I don't want it, remember to send it back to storage and not sell it. Because I'm so used to selling stuff that I have sold stuff before instead of keeping it. And that wastes your money if you want to buy it back again. So yeah, that's just a tip. Now I have another empty tree house. And if you're wondering how to change the wallpaper now, because they removed the buttons from the top of the screen, it's right here, this wall icon. Right here. When I first played this update, I thought that this would be the wall panels and floor panels, but it's not. It's actually the wallpaper. So you have here everything that they used to have, And they added a few new ones too. And if you scroll down, there's floors too. Here are some of the new ones. Ooh, look at that. Flowers. I think this is a new one. I'm not sure. And I know this is a new one because I saw this in Adopt Me's video. I think this one will be really good for some builds. And there's also a version with just the brick and no vines. I really like this one. And then there's like this one which looks like a night sky. And then this one is basically the opposite of that. And we have the flowers, the one with the flowers but in black. This one's really pretty. Strawberries. I know this one's not new, but I love strawberries. So this new building menu will take a lot of getting used to for me and for all builders. I don't mind it. I like how it is on PC. I could see how it would be harder for people on mobile devices. So this building menu will take me some getting used to, but I do like it. I think I will get used to it, but it will take a while because I was very used to the old one we had for so many years now, but I will get used to it. I love building, so I'm still going to be doing just as much builds, and so hopefully I'll get used to it. I do like how everything is sorted into sections. Like this section is A to Z, and then this is pet food and water, and we even have the combination ones up here, and then drinks and food and miscellaneous. Oh, miscellaneous foods like the cherry topping. And then beds, and you can see every bed here because I like how it shows every bed so that I can see my options a bit better. And then miscellaneous ones down here like the tent and sleeping bag and doghouse and the hammock. I forgot that was a thing. And then the baths, litter boxes, showers, toilets, and then benches, chairs, sofas, thrones, miscellaneous chairs, cabinets, counters, dressers, sinks, tables. Ooh. And you can see some of them they've made free. If you click on the thumbs up, you can see these are all the free items now. You could make a free house. It would be made out of cheap furniture, but now anyone can have a house. And then we have refrigerators, miscellaneous kitchen stuff, food and drink, computers, jukeboxes, screens, speakers, TVs, and miscellaneous. And then lighting, candles, chandeliers, fires, lamps, lanterns, lights, signs, torches, and then miscellaneous. I think this section is kind of like miscellaneous section. So we have archways, art, bath stuff, books, buntings, like decorations, displays, doors. These two are free. And effects. Ooh, I should definitely use this effect. Fans, flags, floors, frames. And I think here's the frames that you can put a picture of your pet in. So, oh, that's cute. But you don't have to put a picture of your pet. You could put anything like toys, petware, or you could try to build a picture on it. I've done that before. And then here is the plants section. All the plants and rocks. And then the second to last section is where all of the shapes are. And they're all sorted to simple shapes up here, plain shapes here, glass shapes, brick shapes, wood shapes, stone shapes, and then ropes, mounds, and castles. And then we have some extra stuff in here, just miscellaneous like potions and the Robux lure. So here's another little thing that some people might not know. So if you want to be able to color everything, not everything, but most things in Adopt Me, this will allow you to color more things. So go to your settings right here below the friends button, and then press main at the top, choose gameplay, and then scroll down until you see furniture multicoloring, and make sure this is on so that you'll be able to color lots more items. And now I'm going to show you the settings for some cute pink lighting that I have in one of my houses. Let me just find the house. I think this is it. Here it is. So when you click edit house, there's this button right here. Click on nighttime and then you adjust the settings. So I will have all of the adjustments for the lighting, filters, the weather, and the atmosphere on the screen right now with all of the color codes that you need to. And this is how the lighting looks. It's just very pink and very cute. So that's all the tips I have for this video. Soon I will be making a more detailed tutorial of how to make a little bear plushie, so stay tuned for that. And if you stayed this far into the video, then thank you so much, and remember to comment down below any ideas you have about the new building menu, about how to use it, or any building tips that you have that could help people too. And I'll see you guys later. Bye!